Hi there. So this is Sarah with Lularoe, Sarah Dennis, and a couple people have messaged me asking sizing questions and things. And one of my biggest things is that with Lularoe, sizing is such this like best kept secret, and I don't really understand why. There are so many different sizes that can be worn. On my Facebook group page, you can see an album that I keep up where in Irma's, I can wear anywhere from a medium all the way through a 3XL. That's incredible to me. Typically in a store, I would feel most comfortable purchasing like an XL or sometimes like a 2XL. Um, but from a medium to a 3XL, for me on the Irmas. Typically, for those new to Lularoe, we would suggest that you size down 1 to 2 sizes in an Irma. I have a little bit bigger chest, so I don't really feel comfortable typically going the full 2 sizes down. I prefer to leave it just the 1 size down or true to size. Um, However, like I said, I can go down to the medium. It's just a much fitter look. So what I normally base this off of is what pattern do I like? If I love a pattern and it's in a large or a medium, I'm going to get it. I'm going to go with what pattern I like. And on the opposite extreme, if it's a bigger one, this 3XL, it's pretty baggy and I don't particularly care for it just hanging out here like this. So would I buy it just to wear like this? Probably not. However, the great thing about going big is the fact that you have a lot more room here to work with for styling. So I want to show you a couple ways that I've learned to style my Irmas that I like. And I'd like to preface this with saying that I know there are several other ways out there to style the Irmas that I don't necessarily use as a little bit bigger girl, that I just don't feel comfortable wearing. So there are some other ways, and I might end up doing another video later that shows those ways, but for now I want to show you the ways that I feel comfortable personally wearing out, because I feel if I feel comfortable with it, you'll feel comfortable with it as well. So a couple basic ones that you can do just starting with this position and a simple rubber band. I prefer to use an actual rubber band. I'll come a little closer here. I've tried it with like hair, elastic hair ties for your hair, and it doesn't seem to hold as well for me. So just want to give you that trick right up front. But tying it to just one side or the other, simple little trick, makes a big difference on how the shirt looks when it's on you. So you can leave it as a little tail like that, or on the last loop, tuck it in a little bit so it's just like a little knot. Then kind of adjust it a little, pull it, still covers your bum, but it does pull it in so it's much more fit. I feel like I have a shape again. Kind of cuts it here. I still feel covered here so that I'm not worried about anything being exposed, but I feel a little more feminine again. All of a sudden I don't feel like I'm wearing a bag. So that's one thing. And of course I can wear it to the other side as well. I also have seen people who do it to both sides. Give you a quick view of that just with my hand here. So it almost ends up making it similar to what you would see with a perfect tee. So you could tie both sides. Okay? See that idea? Now, I'm going to take this off of here. And I'm wearing a tank top underneath, so don't worry about being flashed. I'm going to take from underneath the shirt, twist it. If you give it a little more twist, it does give it a more twisted look when it's completed. Not significantly different, but it has a little bit different look. And it'll make a difference on how fitted versus unfitted it is, how high up you go once you do twist it. So just keep that in mind. The first couple times you might have to play with it for a minute. So there we go. We do that. See, I did mine a little too high this time, but you'll get the idea. Once again, it still leaves it nice and long in the back, which is a big concern of mine. I want my rear end covered. I call it my bum all the time and people laugh at me, but I want my bum covered when I'm out. But now it creates this nice, interesting look on the front here. It's a little difficult with this geometric pattern to see, but you can see it's nice bunching in here. And quickly, I just want to show you when I don't go up so high so you can see that it works without pulling up the level as much. So I'm just going to pull it back a little bit. And here I'm covered. But it still pulls it in a little bit, gives it a little more flavor. This I especially like. I have like a heathered gray with no pattern. It's just a heathered gray. And it looks fantastic when I do this. And you could also do the same effect in the back so that the front is still plain, but when you turn around, you see a nice little pattern. And because this shirt is designed to be a high-low, where it's higher in the front, lower in the back, it is still nice and long on the back to cover your bum. So, take my little rubber band off of here. That's a couple options there, using just, again, a simple little rubber band. Another option that I like, pull one arm through, ignore my tank top. Well, see if I can do it here without flashing you. So I've pulled one arm through. I'm going to take this arm and tuck it in. Now, with me, I will usually, without my tank top underneath, I would just kind of tuck it in right under my bra there for the day. And I would often add a belt. And unfortunately, I'm sorry I didn't have a belt handy, but I would add a belt right underneath here to kind of tie the whole look together. And it really creates just a nice, pretty look if you can try to picture it here. So now all of a sudden, I'm looking nice, ready to go out for the evening. Creates a whole different look than what you just saw, which might be a more daytime office appropriate look or something like that, okay? So, continuing on, I can also take now my other arm out, put it right through again. Get rid of my bra straps there again so you can see the idea. Now I have pulled my sleeves back out here. I have my two sleeves here. We can start by pulling them to the front and tie them in a little knot here. Fix your bow if you want. You have a nice little halter top. Now, depending on your height, you might be able to get away with it as a dress. I personally would never feel comfortable with it as a dress. I'm about 5'5", and you can see for me it comes pretty short. And again, this is a 3X. I'm a bigger girl, so if you're smaller, it makes a difference as well. If you're a smaller girl, you're doing a 2 or 3X. It's going to be long on you, etc. So you have to kind of play with it based off your size. For me, I would always have a pair of leggings on with it. See, nice and close. You got that pretty bow up front. You can reverse that, put that bow to the back, and again, it's creating a whole different look. Most people, if you wore this 2 days in a row, might not even realize you're wearing the same outfit. It's not going to stay if I just try to only do one little thing there. I got to actually do the knot. So now I've done tying my sleeves to the back, as you can see here. Pretty cool, right? Okay. Now, what if we tuck both sleeves in, come from underneath. I'm going to do a quick little tie underneath. Bring my shirt back down. A little bit baggy tunic, but now I got a place to rest my hands too. Not quite secure enough pockets that I would necessarily put like cash in there, but if I needed a place to quick put, you know, something small or something, I've got that pocket there to put it. A nice flowy look. And again, all the while, my bum is covered, my goods are covered. So, now we're going to untie this again. I've shown many of these in pictures, but I think it does it more justice when you actually know how to recreate the look yourself. So, I hope you find this video just as helpful. I'm going to take our sleeves, we've untied them from inside, bringing them up top here, and I'm going to tie them around my neck. Now, depending on, again, your size that you're going up to, the length of the sleeves, etc., you might need to use that rubber band again. If I go to a 2XL, I usually need to use a rubber band to do it around my neck, and it's hidden by my hair, so no one realizes what's going on. The 3XL I can tie, but the others I need to use a rubber band. Kind of fix the bunching as you please. But now, here we go. I have a nice halter top that I'm completely covered in. And again, I'm a pretty large chest woman, so for me to be covered across, nothing is spilling. Even if I bend over, nothing is there. I have this nice layered effect there. My midsection is not revealing, which is nice, and my bum is covered. Comes across in the back, so if I want to wear a strapless bra, I'm covered. So now I'm wearing it as a halter. So those are really the main styling tips that I have for you that, again, that I feel comfortable with. As I mentioned, there are several ways I've seen other people wear them. I'll share one more with you real quick. I apologize for this. I don't want you to get flashier, so let me just put those straps up real quick. I will show you the one more real quick as a skirt. Again, I don't personally feel comfortable with it, but I have seen others do it. They'll just, of course, simply pull it down. Same idea as we did as a dress earlier. Taking it, tying around as so. So now I can use a tank top or, another Irma, another perfect tee or something like that as the top. I've tied this in the back. I haven't really at the moment, but you know what I'm saying here. It will tie around back there. And there we go. We have a few different options of how to style our Irma, especially for those of you that are a little curvy like me, or a lot curvy like me, and options for those of us who want to just be able to play around with our sizing. You can go with a lot of sizing. Check out my photo albums if you haven't got to see it yet, where I show you how I look in a medium, large, extra large, 2XL, 3XL. And I'm telling you, ladies, I can wear them. And if I can wear them at my size, I know that any of you can wear them at different sizes. It works, and it'll save you a lot of stress from thinking, I have to wear an XL, or I have to wear a large, or this or that. You don't have to wear any one size. These materials are very accommodating, and they're meant to be very forgiving for a reason. So I encourage you to step outside your box, try them, and don't be afraid to try new patterns. For the sake of this video is why I grabbed this specific pattern, but I tell you that I probably would now wear this pattern. Prior to Lularoe, I would have never grabbed anything like this. Even just for the sake of a video, I would have never grabbed it. It has truly got me to step outside the box in what patterns I choose, in what colors I choose, in what sizing I choose. I don't care what the tag says. I don't care that the tag says 3XL. I don't care that the tag says medium. No one else cares. No one else sees it. It doesn't matter. So I hope you find this video helpful. Please check us out on Facebook. We are Lularoe, Sarah, and Dennis, and we look forward to working with you soon. If you have any questions, let us know. You can also reach us at LularoeSarahDennis@gmail.com, and we'll talk with you soon. Bye-bye.